Well, let me tell you a story about a pair of brothers, Andy and Dustin. They're like no others. They hit the road, traveling land, testing out food. Ain't that grand? From fast food joints to local dives, they're on a mission, taking crazy drives. They'll sample it all, junk food galore. But the question remains, what's worth fighting for? Southern Dn'A, showing down Southern Dn'A, exploring every town. They're on the hunt, searching far and wide for the flavors that'll make you satisfied. Let me tell you a story about a pair of brothers, Andy and Dustin. They're like no others. They hit the road, traveling land, testing out food. Ain't that grand? From fast food joints to local dives, they're on a mission, taking crazy drives. They'll sample it all, junk food galore. But the question remains, what's worth fighting for? Southern Dn'A, they're chowing down Southern Dn'A, exploring every town. They're on the hunt, searching far and wide for the flavors that'll make you satisfied. Southern Dn'A, chowing down Southern Dn'A, exploring every town. They're on the hunt, searching far and wide for the flavors that'll make you satisfied. Southern Dn'A, chowing down Southern Dn'A, exploring every town. They're on the hunt, searching far and wide for the flavors that'll make you satisfied. For the flavors that'll make you satisfied. Southern Dn'A, chowing down Southern Dn'A, exploring every town. They're on the hunt, searching far and wide for the flavors that'll make you satisfied.
Well, hey there, guys. I am here. I know I'm a little bit later than I'm usually uh, tuning in today, mainly because if y'all are followers of me, my dog has seizures. And the past 2 mornings, I got to get this start soon off here. The past 2 mornings, she has had seizures at 5 o'clock in the morning. So I had to go get her some medication, and or we're upping her dosage of medication. They gave her some new stuff for emergency or recovery medication too when she's having it. So I've been dealing with that for the past couple of hours. Just got back into the house. So usually I go on at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, but today I am coming in a little bit later just because of what's going on. And yeah, hopefully I'm still streaming. I don't know why. I am on Facebook. You make sure I'm streaming. Dixie, honey, chill out. So anyways, if yeah, I'm just trying to take care of her. She's been a handful the past few mornings. 5 o'clock in the morning, both mornings. Oh, she wants to say hi. Chill out. Calm down. You gotta try to keep her, calm and collective as much as possible. She's, we knew it was going to happen sooner or later. Her having another one, and she had one a month ago. Because she's a seizure dog, so she's had it for over almost 2 years now, going on 2 years in October, and she had one a month ago at 5 o'clock in the morning. And then yesterday, almost to the minute, she had one again at the 5 o'clock in the morning, and it was exactly a month from each other. And then she had one again this morning. So I took her back to the vet today. I had called it in, got some new meds, or going to upper meds, and they wanted to go ahead and give her some different type of recovery meds also to try to help deal with what's going on. Hopefully the medication will help her get more stabilized again, because whenever we usually up her meds, she usually does really well for a while, for at least for a good bit, because the last stretch of time we had her for almost 8 months, and she hadn't had seizures. So she was doing pretty well, and it happens. I knew it was going to happen again. I just didn't know when. It's idiopathic, so we have no idea what triggers her seizures. They just happen, usually when she's asleep. So it's something we just deal with. 2 years of dealing with the seizures has not been fun, because it affects affects both of us, and it affects her. They're pretty rough. So yeah, it's been an ongoing process trying to take care of her and make sure she's okay. But hopefully with this up medication, she'll at least return to normal somewhat. We'll see. Anyways, yeah, for everybody that's in here on Rumble, Facebook, YouTube, whoever's watching right now, thanks for joining me. Usually I answer questions about any of the videos that we had done, or just random topics in general. We'll talk about anything from football, wrestling, food, whatever it is. We usually get into a little bit. But before we dive into it, if you watched my channel before, I do one live ad read, and that's it. And then we get into the content. So just bear with me. If you're watching, the best way, if you want to support me in general, help me pay for this dog's expensive medical bills, because she's expensive. That was $140 today just on meds and checkup. But anyways, if you want to support me as a content creator, the best way you can do it is by there's a link in the description of the videos through Blackout Coffee Company. This is the best coffee that you're going to find out there. That it tastes amazing. No kind of digs to anybody else that's doing coffee. I know Jeremy Quartering, Jeremy. He has his own coffee brand. No digs to him. I've not had his, but I know this is by far the best I've ever had. And I got some of the best flavored coffee out there. And I usually drink the Jamaican Me Crazy, and it's by far my favorite go-to. And then if I don't have it, Blueberry Crumble is a good backup. I drink straight black coffee anyways, so with that little bit of flavor, it adds a nice touch in it for me. I'm not like a coffee creamer type of person. I just like black coffee, and Blackout Coffee Company is by far the best coffee that you're going to get. And every now and then they'll throw some new flavors in there that you can try out. They also have your instant coffee. Also, you can little packs that you can do, and they've also got the I want to say it's like the cold ones, the ready to drink coffees too. So they got your ready to drink coffees, your instant coffees. If that's the route you want to go, they have it all for you. So check them out. If you want to support the channel in general, Southern Dn'A, we do have merch, and you can go on there, buy you a shirt or a hat or whatever. We got a lot of stuff. Just got us some new onesies on here, because we got someone that is pregnant in our friend group. I figured I would do something kind of cool and funny for that. So if you want to support the channel as a whole, me and Andy both, that's how you do it. We got some funny saying shirts and hats and drink cups and all that other fun stuff. All right. And also join our Discord. It's totally free. It won't cost you a dime, and you'll get updates on all our videos. Especially if you're watching on YouTube, sometimes you may not get the notification. I know right now when I went live, I did not get the notification that I went live on my phone through YouTube. I did get it through Facebook and Rumble. Both of them notified me that we was going live. YouTube did not. So the best way to to figure out if we're live or not is just to check us out on Discord. It gives us all our videos and live stuff notifications right there. And the link is in for that's in the description also. All right. A couple things I want to talk about today. Besides, Dixie having her seizures and all that other stuff. And I might not be around the full hour today. I'll try to stream as much as I can. But, I got to make sure I take care of her. She's a handful right now. Usually it takes her a few days just to get over one seizure, and she's dealt with two in past 2 days. So, so right now, Tennessee Vols, if you're listening to college football, there's some buzz going on with the Tennessee Vols right now. And that they could, or I guess it's like a rumor that the SEC's wanting to kick them out of the SEC, all because of a deal that, or a little paperwork being sent to all these college schools wanting to sign to make sure they all kind of are like in agreement on how much they can actually pay their players and stuff. Well, the state of Tennessee as a whole kind of circumvent that and said that, it wasn't, it's not illegal to do that in the state of Tennessee. And there's some other states are looking that way too. And the SEC is not happy about it. At least one person in the SEC is not, one, I guess, upper echelon of the SEC is not happy about it. They are wanting to kick Tennessee out. Of course, that person is also an Alabama fan, and we've beaten Alabama the past few years, at least the past year or two. So they're not happy with Tennessee usually, and they want to kick us out anyway. So, what will happen if Tennessee loses or leaves the SEC? Where will we go? I think honestly, if Tennessee left the SEC and say went to like the ACC, you're talking ACC champs every single year. Who at ACC is going to beat Tennessee? We usually dominate anybody we play over there. Now, if they send us to Big Ten, which is like you got SEC and then Big Ten are usually pretty close in the conferences. You're looking then at Tennessee coming into a pretty heavy conference with like Michigan and Ohio. You got Oregon is in there, so you got some good teams that are there. Would give Tennessee a good run of their money, but the SEC loses out. Right now, Tennessee's beating Alabama, and Alabama used to be king. So the only really big team other than Alabama that would be in SEC is Georgia. That's really kind of dominating the SEC right now. And then Georgia just runs the field through the SEC, and all the other teams kind of fall by the wayside. I mean, that's just it. The whole conference as a whole loses out if Tennessee leaves SEC. Now, Tennessee is known to usually stand on business. At least the new Pruitt years has been kind of. The new Heupel years have been kind of like that. He's stayed on business. Now, I know there was a lot of issues with Nico and stuff like that. Look, Nico did not perform at all last year. Yeah, if you look at his stats, they had some pretty decent stats, but all of his stats come from like 3 games, and they were all by smaller teams. They're not the biggest teams out there that you can really say, oh, wow, look how well he did against all these. No, most of his stats come from, a few teams here and there, and they were all smaller teams. The rest of the year, he kind of was just mid at best. So Nico already getting like $2 million out of that contract, and then wanting another $2 million, and was threatened to sit out of the playoffs and the bowl games. That's a bad look. So what does Heupel do? He stands on business. Says, all right, Nico, if you want this money, you didn't show it last year, hit the road, and don't let the door hit your behind on the way out. I'm okay with that. I know Heupel can take whatever QB we got and make something wonderful out of them. Look, yeah, I think it's Angular or whatever his name is that they brought in. he was not in the top 100 picks of quarterbacks. You got to stop looking at that for one, okay? Hendon Hooker was a backup at Virginia Tech. They brought him to Tennessee, and look what he did for Tennessee. If he wouldn't have got hurt that year, we could have possibly been national champions. We had a national champion caliber team that year, and Hendon Hooker was the leader of that movement. So you can't be looking at stats and say, well, Aguilar's not in the top 100. We're going to have a bad season. Look, it's college football. Anything can happen, and it doesn't matter where the quarterback's from, as long as they get in a good program where they can learn and it's catered to them the best way possible. You can see some great stuff. Nico just didn't perform. He was just not a great quarterback. Yeah, he was a 5-star prospect coming out of high school, but he didn't show 5-star talent on the field. He overthrew passes. He made bad decision-making when it comes to like fourth down plays. I mean, the kid ran out of bounds and was throwing out of bounds when the clock was ticking down. He was not making smart plays for a 5-star quarterback. So, and he wanted another $2 million to stick around Tennessee. I say hit the road. Go over to California and show them just how bad you are there too. Now, they're a smaller conference or a smaller school in a conference that they get whooped usually most of the time anyways. So Ohio is just waiting to whoop him again when they play him this year. So good luck, Good luck. Have fun, Nico. You're going to get destroyed by Ohio 2 times in a row because you're not that great of a quarterback. At least you did not show that last year, and you was wanting big money for nothing. Now, I think Heupel, a lot of problems with Tennessee fan base in general is that as soon as something major happens, we just say fire the coach. I have seen very promising things out of Heupel ever since he got here. I mean, the guy's has turned the team around and brought us into bowl games, into the Cotton Bowl. I mean, he's brought us to places where we hadn't been in a long time, and we even went to let's face it, we was not that great of a team last year, and we even went to the playoffs. So, I mean, you got to look at him and say, hey, give this coach a chance to take a fresh, because this is what this is going to be. This is an all-fresh team right now coming into this season. Let's see what he does with this. I don't expect us to go, to the championship this year. But if we do, what are you going to say now? I mean, this is him getting a chance to take everybody that's pretty much in that team. They're all fresh. They're all his guys. This is a chance for him to do something special. Let's see what he does. I think he's the coach that can get us to the championship, I do believe. Now, our new quarterback coming here, he's just here for a year. He's just here to teach the 2 younger guys some stuff before he moves on. And this gives him this is a win-win for Tennessee and this QB also. This gives him a bigger spotlight, so maybe he gets a better draft round pick going into if he gets drafted into the NFL. If he can produce something here, and he's going to try, believe me, he's going to do his best to do something well at Tennessee. He's not coming in to act like some, Nico, basically, like he's owed something. He's coming in here and he's going to prove something because this is his last year, and he's wanting to go into the draft. So he's going to do something, or at least try to do something special for us at Tennessee. And I don't say some people are not giving this kid a chance yet. I say let's see what this kid does first. I think he'll surprise some people. I've seen some film on him. He looks pretty decent. So let's give this kid a chance. Let's see what he does this year. I think with Heupel's coaching, I think if we can get back to that fast-paced offense like we had back when Hooker was with us, I think that would be the best way possible of doing things because that play style was different. It was better. It wasn't what anybody expected from Tennessee, and we was really doing well against bigger teams, and we done pretty decent against the teams like Georgia, and we beat Alabama. So I mean, let's go back to that style, and I think this kid could do it. Now, is he much of a runner? No, I mean he's not much of a runner, but he's very accurate on the ball. So I think fast quick passes and stuff, he'll be perfect at. So give this kid a chance. Let's see what he does. Tennessee, if they leave the SEC, only people that are hurting in this is going to be the SEC by losing a team that, if not this year, in the next few years, are going to be, again, another team to be recognized in the SEC. So go ahead, kick us out if you want to. We'll go to a conference where we'll either dominate everybody in that conference, and you'll see us again in the championship because we'll be right there, and you'll have to face us there. Or we'll go to a conference that are already battling out with the SEC every year for the championship, where maybe we'll get a little bit more respect for who we are when we, with all the haters that's out there from all the Tennessee haters. So. Oh, but anyways, I just want to talk about that a little bit because I thought that was interesting. Dixie, you want to say hi again? She's got to say hi every now and then. She's the real star of the show. She knows it. What? You want to say? Oh gosh. But yeah. So come here. Get up here and lay down. Good girl. So yeah, I just want to talk about Tennessee for just a tad bit. No, you need to lay down. You need to calm down now. Because I thought that was interesting that there's a rumor that there's a possibility they want to kick us out of the SEC. Go ahead, kick us out of the SEC. Let's see what happens. You're going to have Georgia win every single year, no matter what. Not that they don't already, but the only team that really had a chance in the past few years to beat them is us. So go ahead. I mean, this NIL stuff has caused all kinds of chaos and stuff. All it takes is Ohio or Michigan to get some of these players from the SEC that are moving around because of money, and Georgia will be a thing of the past too. So go ahead, do what you want. If you want to kick us out, fine, kick us out. It's no big deal. We'll find a conference that that wants to keep us in and wants to stand on business. Now, there is also the fact that, the SECs want to kick us out because we're not want to sign this contract or whatever with the rest of the college program to not pay the players a certain amount. I think what would really solve this is if they just made these players as employees. It's the best way to do it. If you want to make a cap on or something, just make them employees. That's the best way to do it. But it is what it is. There's a lot. I knew that it was going to be a trial and error issue with the NIL. I think kids. I think at least in football, you a lot of these kids don't make it to the pros, and they're putting a lot of time in playing sports. Because that's where they get sent to play sports. Should they make some money? Yeah, I think they should. Should they make $2 million to be mid? No, I don't think so. I mean, these kids are making NFL money, and half of them are okay at best, So, yeah, I don't think that's the best way of doing things. Are you good down there? That's a weird place for you to lay. She's gotten used to sleeping up against the couch, so I think that's what she's trying to do right now. She's a little bit hot. Yeah, so I think we need to figure out how to fix that whole situation and see what comes of it. Let me know what y'all think. If y'all watch college football, maybe y'all having the same issues. If you're not a Tennessee fan, maybe you're having the same issues in your team that we had at Tennessee. There's been a lot of spotlight on us here recently. Some people, cheered us on for the whole Nico situation, saying, "Hey, good, gotta tell these kids that you're not going to hold us hostage," And then some, there's the people that love Nico for some reason, like he was the next, best thing ever, and they hated us for it and thought we were stupid for not paying him $2 million more. I think it was stupid. We paid him $2 million to begin with. He didn't produce, I think at a point you need to put it into the contract. Hey, if you don't perform this well, then you need to pay us back because you didn't pay. You didn't do your job. I mean, if you work in the private sector, you don't do your job, you don't get paid. So I think they got to figure that out. They got to fix it somehow. It is what it is. We'll see what happens. But I don't know what we got on the docket for tomorrow. I need to look. I did some editing. As much as I hate editing videos. I much rather do the live streams and hang out with you guys and make the content itself. But I did some editing to get some videos ready. I think is it tomorrow? Because I think um, we're finished with the food truck videos. So what is tomorrow? Okay. So tomorrow is a random one, a random video. Yeah. So we have a random video tomorrow, and then next Saturday we'll have our live taste test that we do at the end of every month. So you can come in, hang out with us, ask us questions about what we're trying. Uh, Andy has a surprise for me. I have no idea what he's got, but he told me just to check with him. He wouldn't tell me what he had got, so he just said to check with him to make sure it wasn't something that he already got, which is scary at best. So we'll see. We'll see what he got for the live stream. But yeah, so we got a random one tomorrow. It's not super long. It's pretty short. You can get through it pretty quick, and it was just something odd that I'd found. And then we got a even stranger one after um, the live stream, and then we have one that's local. So I did some editing. Like I said, hate doing editing, but I did some just to get some videos ready for you guys to be able to watch. And I got to make some more content. I'm getting ready to hopefully I don't want to miss it. I'm supposed to be going next Friday out, so make hopefully a Bucky's video for you guys in the near future. Did not go to Trail Days. It did rain pretty bad the night before, and the wife was out of town, so I didn't want to like leave the dog alone for hours at a time. So the way we have to do things most days, anyways, with us, especially with her in a seizure mode, is one of us has to be kind of around her. So I didn't want to, leave her here and not have anybody to check on her or anything. So I did not go to the Trail Days. Trying to get but we actually let's see, let me see if I can focus in here. It's actually pretty nice outside today. No storms today at all. We got a pretty nice day in Bristol, Tennessee. The sun is shining. Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit. It's kind of, yeah, the sun's shining real nice out today. Nice little breeze going on. The trees are moving. No storms I know of. They're supposed to be coming in this way, but you never know. With Tennessee weather, one moment it's supposed to be sunny and nice. Next thing you know, you're getting a tornado at your front door. So I mean, that's just the way it goes anymore in this area. You just can't tell. I think I got a better. No, this one's just as bad. I'm trying to get a better video for you guys, but this is not as good either. But yeah, we got a nice day here in Bristol, Tennessee. It's pretty sunny. It took Dixie on her ride to the vet, and she had her nose hanging out the car window for the most part the whole entire time. So she enjoyed that. Tomorrow morning we will get up and do our usual Saturday morning routine. Hopefully she don't have another seizure in the morning, and we can sleep a little bit longer than usual. Did up the doses, so we'll see how it goes. But we'll get up and do our cheddar round routine. So I'm looking forward to that because cheat days are fun. Let's see if I can get y'all a shot of the sleeping baby. Oh no, she got her head covered. She's gotten in a spot that I can't really get a good look at her. Went the wrong way with it. Yeah, can't I can't. She's sleeping. She's sleeping right now, or I'd show y'all. She's wore out. She went on her ride and she had fun. She put her nose out and sniffed. She's real good about when I take her to anywhere. She gets right in the back seat. And she sits like she's being chauffeured around. She sits in the front, like, or sits straight up in the back seat. Every now and sticks her nose out the window, and she'll look around. And she's basically chauffeured anywhere we go. So she's a good dog. She just the seizures, man, are rough. They rough on her. Um, and these ones have been a little bit different too. The past couple ones, she's been whining a lot more than usual. So that's been fun dealing with that because she basically has been not wanting us to go to sleep at night. So we've been staying up or been waking up because she's constantly whining to us, um, not wanting us to sleep. So it's been a little bit of a hassle, but it's just what we chose to do when we found out what she was seizure. I mean, she's our little, our little baby, so we can't, we're not wouldn't just get rid of her or anything. So, um, that's my little buddy. She's with me every day. So she's a good dog for the most part. She just has issues, with the seizures. What's going on tomorrow? So tomorrow at WWE is having the Saturday night main event. Is that what's going on tomorrow? The wife said that there was a pay per view, but that's not a pay per view. That's just so I guess technically it's not a pay per view. It's just supposed to be. At one point, it was just like a Saturday wrestling thing. So I guess they might be treating it as a pay per view. It's in Tampa, this Florida. Eddie, I should have told Eddie. He may have wanted to go to that. Every time I go to like a concert or wrestling or something, I usually tell him about it, and he'll go to the same one if it's in the area near him. Um, so he lives down there in Miami. My buddy Eddie, I served with. Y'all don't know who he is, but yeah. So if y'all have any questions about any videos we have done or anything, please feel free to send it in the message there, chat it out, say hi. Feel free to say hi to me. Anything y'all want to converse about, ask questions about the area, you're more than free welcome, or feel free and welcome to ask about. Yeah, that's what I'm here for, to hang out with you guys. And y'all have been really doing real wonders for our channel. Y'all have been hanging out with me, helping boost our numbers on YouTube, that's the big thing. Is we're trying to. I know we got a couple Rumble watchers right now, and I appreciate that. Y'all, believe me, we're trying to build on Rumble also, but we're real close on YouTube to start making money. And some people might say, why would you even care? It's YouTube. Well, any income right now is better than no income. So we're trying to get our numbers up. If you're not watching on Rumble and you'd rather watch on Rumble because you want to get the notification that we're going live, I would just go over there and watch on Rumble instead, and help us get to that 100 subscribers. I think that will all we'll need to start making money on Rumble. A lot easier to work with on Rumble than it is on YouTube, apparently. YouTube, that's got that big number that you got 4,000 watch hours to get your ad revenue, and then like 3,000 watch hours to start getting your supers and stuff. And that's if y'all want to send me supers, which I mean, I won't complain if you do. Let's put it that way. Yeah, I won't complain. But yeah, so y'all are kicking into a high gear, and I appreciate that for all the watchers and stuff. I do appreciate that a lot. So but yeah, if y'all have any questions or comments or anything, feel free. I know, like I said, it's a little later than I usually like to go live. I'm usually live at 1 o'clock. And if you're watching this after the fact, so, yeah, sorry that I missed you or whatever. That you get to hang out with me usually at a normal time, but had to take care of the dog. It is what it is. I was even debating on it whether I'd go live at all today, but I think it's best if I did at least try to put in a little bit of content for you guys, talk about a few oddball stuff that I had seen. And one of them was the Tennessee news that's been kind of blowing up in the SEC universe or the football universe. So, yeah, So it looks like yeah, we're steady climbing on our watch hours and stuff. So y'all helping out. Y'all killing it for us. I appreciate that a whole lot. Y'all are doing what we like to say the Lord's work. I appreciate it. Um, yeah, y'all doing pretty well for that. I appreciate it. And like I said, if you're on Rumble, hey, subscribe to our channel. I mean, it don't cost you a thing. If you can't, look, I get it. Times are tough right now. If you can't support me through Blackout Coffee Company or buy merch from our shop, I get it. It's, yeah, I mean, I do. I understand. I mean, I just paid 100 and some odd $40 for my dog. Things are expensive and it's tight. I understand completely. The only thing I ask then, if you could, if you would be willing to, just hit the subscribe button, the follow button. I would appreciate that so much. I mean, it won't cost you a dime, and you get to see this pretty mug, come up on Fridays, and videos will drop every now and then. I mean, you can't beat it. You can't beat it. This beautiful mug right here coming up here. And we're a family friendly, if you're not familiar, we're very family friendly. Anybody can watch us. And you don't have to worry about, whoever's behind the screen seeing our stuff, because we are always very family friendly, and anybody that wants to tune into us can tune into us. So we don't get spicy. And yeah, so just hit that little follow button. I'd appreciate that. So other than that, guys, unless y'all have some questions, I'll stick around for a little bit more. If not, I'm going to hop off here and take care of the dog and make sure she's still doing good and everything. If you've got questions or stuff, feel free to, message in there. And don't forget that we have a Discord. Go join our Discord. You can chat with us at any point in time. We're both on there, and it's a good way to connect with us. And put in places that you might want us to try out, or if you have video ideas that you want us to do, put them in there also. There's things in there that you could throw in there for us on the Discord, and you can talk to us, chat with us, and chat with other people that are part of the Discord, the other SDNA strands, the DNA strands of Southern DNA are all in there, chilling. So go over there, hang out with us, and if nothing else, guys, I love every single one of y'all. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I'm going to go and make sure this dog's good and take care of her. I know it's a little bit shorter live stream than I usually do on a weekly basis, but hopefully I will not be on next Friday. Yes. No, I might be on. I might be on. I might go early. I might go on early next Friday. Or I may go live on the road. I'm not sure yet. Either way, I'll try to get a live video out for you next week somehow. I'll try to figure that out and do that for you guys. I can probably end up doing it. I'll just have to figure out how I want to do it. If I go live early, I'll make sure I'll have that notified for you guys earlier on, so you're not, you're aware that it is. But anyways, guys, thank you again. I love every single one of y'all, and I will see you next week. And until then, let's get it.